Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube video. So today class, I'm going to be talking about position traders. Very, very important. Why? Because a lot of persons really want to know, for example, like these guys are trading for on yearly basis, monthly basis, and even a lot of weeks. So what kind of trading system are they applying? So guys, so let's stay tuned. So before I continue, please make sure you like, you subscribe, you comment, also share this video as much as possible. Why? Because I really want you guys to be updated all the time, each time I make new videos. So guys, let's get started. Now, as a position trader, so the main idea about position trading is that these are guys that are looking for large, major, or huge price movement in the forex market, and they mostly do the analysis based on fundamental analysis, like they are using economic data like interest rate, like central bank policy, like inflation, like unemployment, etc. in order to make their assessment. And they also rely again now on long-term technical analysis. Now let's look at some of the benefits of trading as a position trader. Also look at some of the disadvantages of trading as a position trader. Now the first advantage of trading as a position trader is that the first point is that it's very, very flexible, meaning that you can, for example, you can be doing your other businesses, you can be doing your different jobs while trading as a position trader. Now again, another advantage is that there's going to be less emotion since you are keeping trades for months, for several weeks, even for more than a year. So there's going to be less emotions attached to those trades that you are putting there. Now, another advantage is that you're actually going to have a lot of less time to spend on the screen. You're going to have a lot of less time to spend on charts, also on screen doing the analysis, because you are keeping trades for months, for several weeks, even for more than a year. So discover that you are going to have less time to spend on the screen. Now another advantage is that there is huge potential for more profit to be made, since the target profit point is going to be very, very large, and it means that if those trades should hit their target profit point, you are going to be making a lot of profit. As I said, in the forex market, our target is to make a lot of profit, fight poverty, make a lot of profit as much as possible, so that our objective can be attained. Now let's look at some of the disadvantages of trading as a position trader. Now the first disadvantage is that there's huge potential for overnight risk. I've explained to you guys in my subsequent video what is meant as overnight risk. So that's the first disadvantage, point number one, of trading as a position trader. Now point number two is that the stop loss area, the stop loss distance can be so large. So meaning that if the trade goes against you and they actually hit their stop loss area, you are going to make a lot of losses. Why? Because only taking a longer period of time. Now let's go to the next disadvantage. Another disadvantage is that it requires a lot of patience. It requires a lot of patience. If you're not very patient enough, you won't be able to keep trades for months. You see, if you don't have strong emotion, you won't be able to keep those trades for like months, for several weeks, and so on. Now, another disadvantage is that trading as a position traders requires a lot of capital, and which we know that in the forex market, a lot of people don't have a lot of capital, so it requires a lot of capital. Another disadvantage is that the capital can be tied up, meaning that, just take for example that you have $10,000 and you want to trade as a position trader using the least lot size, also using the least risk management system, and you discover that trade, your capital is going to be tied up. Why? Because the trades can be there for a longer period of time. So that's why we say that as a position trader, you need to have a lot of patience and so on. Now guys, trading as a position trader is one of the most ideal situation that you can do. But the point is that you may not have a lot of capital. So what should you do? Now, so these are my recommendations. Even though I'm saying that trading as a position trader is the best, but most of you guys will not have the capital to trade as a position trader. What do you do? As I said, the best one that you can trade, the best one you can trade, the trading that you can be using their day trading or trading as a swing.